Hello. Thank you for anyone who's joining. This is our very first social distancing social hour. Thank you for anyone who is tuning in. Just to kick things off, my name is Ariel Stewart. I am with the American Liver Foundation, Desert Southwest Division. I am the Community Events Manager, and I am coming to you live from my dining room. Sorry. We're having some small technical difficulties, so we should hopefully be getting started in just a few moments. So we'll see how this goes. If you can't tell already, this is my very first time doing this, so please bear with me. I apologize for any mistakes I make, and please feel free to make any comments at any time. So just to kind of start diving into this, just a little background about myself. I have been with the foundation for about 11 years now. As a volunteer to start, I was... Hi, Gina. I started out as a volunteer because of my wonderful mother. She got involved with the foundation through her work. She was working for Banner Transplant at the time, and like any good mother, she drafted her children for free labor, and thank God she did. So now 11 years later, here I am. I was fortunate enough last year to be offered a position as a full-time employee and get to do so much more work with the foundation. And so far, it's been a very wild ride. It's been crazy, but it's been completely wonderful, and I would not change a single moment of it. A little more background. My division is the Desert Southwest Division. So we cover Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, Nevada, and I think that's it, because I lost track of where I'm at. So what is the social distancing social hour? This is a brand new program that we are putting together to bring us all together. Right now is a very difficult time for everybody, being apart from families and loved ones and significant others, friends, coworkers. Everyone's locked up inside their houses, and it, for lack of a better term, sucks. We have to stay apart, but there is ways for us to connect, and this is one of those ways. So for the foreseeable future, every week, we're going to be coming to you live here on Facebook to bring our community together and show what an amazing community of liver patients, their families, caregivers, medical professionals, community partners, and just generally anybody who wants to be socially connected. This is going to be the way to do that. So what we're going to be doing is every week, it's going to be me sitting here just talking at you about complete nonsense. Just kidding. Even I don't want to listen to that. No, every week we're going to come to you with a new activity. So that could be anything from a cooking lesson from one of our Flavors of Phoenix chef partners, or we could be doing a fitness class, spend an hour or 45 minutes doing yoga or jumping jacks or whatever we can find. The next week, it could be some sort of craft lesson. We could all come out of this learning how to crochet if we wanted to. Either way, it's going to be something new every week. And as to what those activities are, what kind of schedule we're looking at, please let me know if you find it, because I seem to have misplaced it. Kidding again, haven't made it yet. So one of the things we kind of wanted to jump on for this week is just opening up the idea of what our social distancing social hour is, letting people ask any questions that they want. So if you do have any questions or recommendations of something you want to see from this social hour, please feel free to drop it in the comments section. I do have my wonderful executive director, Gina, keeping an eye on it for me. So any questions you ask, she'll send them over to me and we'll get those answered right away. So for this week, we're just going to have a sweet, simple little chat, just kind of explaining what we're going to be doing. And then we'll move on to something that's actually fun for you guys, which is movie trivia. And I'm very excited about this because I don't have to answer the questions. So before we dive into the trivia, I do want to bring up one of our upcoming programs that everyone is invited to be a part of, and that is our virtual Liver Life Walk Phoenix. So as those of you who are part of our community know, every year at Steel Indian School Park, we put on the Liver Life Walk and Celebration of Life Phoenix. This has been an 18-year production that we do that brings together the liver community in a day of celebration. We get our liver patients, their families, everyone from every walk of life comes together and celebrates each other. They celebrate their stories, the successes. We celebrate those who have passed away. And it's just a wonderful sense of community. But with everything going on with COVID-19 and having to be quarantined, we're unfortunately not able to do that in person this year. So what we have done here at the American Liver Foundation is changed it up. We're still going to be celebrating those who are part of this community, but it's going to be virtual. So if you haven't yet, please sign up. The link is in the comments, and it's a completely free 8-week virtual experience for anybody who is interested. Anyone of any age can join us. We're going to have different activities there as well. We'll have different tips and tricks coming to you over the next 8 weeks. We've got challenges. We've got so much going on, it'll make your head spin. But most of it will only be through the Liver Life Walk Phoenix website after you have registered. So if you want to get that exclusive content, please register now and create a team, join a team, and do what you can to help support the American Liver Foundation. So now that we have gotten that out of the way, I do want to open it up just a few minutes. If anyone has any questions they want to ask or any comments they want to make, now is a great time to do it about the Liver Walk. Otherwise, we will go ahead and move right along into movie trivia. And I will try my best not to botch any of those questions. So sorry. Okay, so I don't think we've got any questions coming in just yet, but if you do at any time, again, please feel free to drop it into the comments section, and we will make sure we get your question answered right away. So let's go ahead and move on to movie trivia, and I'm very excited about this. So the rules for movie trivia, it is a wonderful little card game, Movie Buff Trivia. There you go. So the rules are very simple, and here's how you're going to play. I'm going to ask a question from one of the lovely cards in my hand, and you have to answer. So, for instance, what is the first name of Kate Winslet's character in Titanic? For anyone wanting to participate, you have 20 seconds to type your answer into the comments section before I reveal the answer itself. So, for instance, what is the first name of Kate Winslet's character in Titanic? We'll give you guys 20 seconds to type in an answer before we move on. And I know that 20 seconds is going to seem like a very long time. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. Since it's a test, we'll go ahead and move on. So the answer would be Rose. Her name was Rose DeWitt Picator. And I'm pretty sure I botched that last name. But we're going to roll with it. So it's as simple as that. I'll ask a question, you type in an answer. We're going to go through 10 questions until we have one person remaining. So the way it's going to work is if you get a question wrong, unfortunately, you are out. If you get the question right, you move on to the next round. If at the end of 10 questions, we have a tiebreaker, we will move into our tiebreaker round. I'll ask 5 more questions that'll be hopefully a little bit harder until we have just one tribute remaining. So may the odds be ever in your favor. Bonus point to whoever can guess what that film is. Okay, now for the rules, because what is life without a few simple rules? Rule number 1, no talking about Fight Club, because that's a rule everywhere. Rule number 2, no cheating. I know I can't actually see any of you to keep you in check, but please keep it fair. Don't use your phone, don't use your computer, don't use a tablet to look up the answer. Keep it fair. And rule number 3, be nice. There is going to be no name calling, no shaming of people who don't know the answer or get the answer wrong. And whoever wins, please be humble about it. Don't be rude about it. Simple, right? Okay, let's go ahead and get started.